What's up, Clumster youngsters? Today I will tell you a tale of a not-so-distant land where children work tirelessly for hours. No, it's not China, it's Biztown, a real-world simulation for kids. I went to Biztown when I was in 5th grade, and let me tell you, this shit does not go as I planned. Typically, 5th graders go from digging in their ass to picking their nose, so putting 200 of them in a room and trying to keep an economy afloat is not the grandest idea. But before I even stepped foot inside of Biztown, I needed to get interviewed. So I put on some fancy shit, suspenders and all, and made it to my school. There's like a line that stretches around the building, and it moves once every hour because these interviews must be some sort of FBI interrogation. Once I get in there, there's about 10 women who look like ex-convicts who need community service hours. I get to the interview and they ask which jobs I want to apply for. They wanted 3 total choices, so I said cop, bank teller, and I forget the last one. Then the ex-con asks, "Well, what makes you good at any of these jobs?" And I say, well, jail Judy. I can run some crims down, I know how a calculator works, and I'm in 5th grade, so I can bet I can sell my services to Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know the inner workings of Biztown, because after that interview, I didn't get any of those jobs, and instead I got EdCo manager. What makes me a good fit for waste management? I have no idea. I bet they just slapped me into some random job because they didn't want another Biztown national tragedy if I became a cop. Turns out, however, the EdCo manager job is like the 3rd most important role in Biztown. What the fuck? When the day came, like 10 seconds before the bus came, our entire little encampment of child soldiers held a vote on who would be mayor. Now, the mayor is the most important job of Biztown, I think. I never really saw him ever when I was there. What he does, I don't know. Maybe he activates our Iron Dome defenses or something. But like 10 kids wanted to be mayor. But as the school hierarchy dictates, the most popular kid won. Let's just call him Henderson. Now, Henderson, his speech comprised of him holding up poster board cards, and the audience had to read them. How this kid fucking won, I have no idea. Other people were giving out food, Steam gift cards, Lamborghinis. It's like Mr. Beast was trying to run. Well, after the landslide victory, we were packed onto a bus like sardines, and one bus trip later, we were there. And right before we got to work, people had to give speeches. I was like, okay, I'm not really listening. I'm a fucking 5th grader. But then something interesting happened. Our next speaker would like to tell you about throwing away your garbage. Give it up for Clump. Nobody told me I had a fucking speech. So I walked up to the podium and thanked the Lord that there was something already pre-written. But because there wasn't a Martin Luther King speech moment where I fucking memorized all the lines, I had to keep my head down most of the entire speech like I was looking at my penis. So yeah, after I walked off, we got to work, but almost immediately I knew some shit was off. Now, managerial positions were supposed to have a talk with all of their employees before the first quarter happened. And when I arrived at my station, I was the only one. What the hell am I managing? I need some underlings to yell at. So it was just me, in a suit mind you, taking out all the garbage in this massive simulation. I was practically calling for unionization when the second quarter started. There was one cool thing, however. So every person in Biztown gets paid the same amount, 250 Biztown bucks. And managers were supposed to distribute the paychecks to the employees. So I got 4 checks for 250, 1 for me and 3 for my non-existent coworkers. So what if I told you I was making 4 times more than anyone in Biztown? That's right, I'm literally Elon Musk. I make it seem like I had a lot to do, but there were like 3 trash cans around the town, and they would only fill up around lunch breaks. So really, the majority of my time was spent roaming around doing nothing, with enough money to buy Biztown bitches. In reality, though, all the Biztown bucks could be spent on is popcorn and shark teeth. Honestly, bullshit, but who cares? Popcorn was $200 each, and with my first paycheck, I bought 5 popcorns. It was lonely at the top, so you know what I did? I went on Biztown TV. That's fucking right. Your boy was on the big screen. It was a shitty news interview by a kid who doesn't know how a microphone works, but at least I get to say I'm a celebrity. Let's fast forward to the 4th and final quarter. Racks have been stacking, and now I got 3K, equivalent to 3 lifetime salaries. The intercom blares, "Attention, all Biztown residents. The bank is now offering a retirement plan. 100 Biztown bucks can be traded in for $1. Holy shit, I did the math. That's like $300 real life money. Then I got there and they only gave me 30. I guess that's why I didn't become a banker. The banker's chaperone got tight with me though, because she didn't know where I got all this money from, like I was some sort of fucking Biztown money launderer. She even called the head Biztown coordinators to put me in Biztown prison or something, but they just told her I had no employees and she calmed down. With 30 big ones in my pocket, I made about $15 an hour, which is pretty fucking good. Never mind the fact my mom paid like $150 in real life money to get me in the door. Don't worry about it. At the end, Me and the mayor gave statements regarding Biztown's performance. He got to say all the nerdy shit like how much money was spent. Yeah, boo! But when I got up there, the crowd held their breath, anticipating my next word. I pick up trash good. So after that, we left, and that was the end. Alright, see ya.